Cristiano Ronaldo has reached 53.5 million subscribers on YouTube, and it's only been a couple of weeks. Now I want you to think about this for a little bit. Many of you might be pissed off at the fact that Ronaldo gained this much traction in such little time. You may be working on a project yourself or a business or trying to get some money somehow, but everything you're doing is not working out for the life of you. It seems that any amount of effort that you put in is just not reciprocated with the results that you want. You look at people like Ronaldo who gained 50 plus million subscribers on YouTube by doing absolutely nothing. But here's what you're not realizing. He has done something. He's Ronaldo. He was that broke boy in Madeira, Portugal, and grinded his way up to the top to be the most expensive, the most important man in the world at the moment. And it's only ever going to rise because he put in that work in the beginning and never gave up on himself. Now, many of you are wondering, what can I do to get to that level? What can I do to gain fame, the notoriety, the money, to get myself to the top? Well, I'm gonna tell you that in this video, and the answer is actually really simple. Like I said before, many of you guys probably have goals, dreams in mind that you want to accomplish. Whether that be being the biggest, buffest guy in the gym, realizing professional athletic goals, creating and owning your own business that's successful, or just having a completely well-balanced life. All those dreams, they all start at the bottom of the totem pole. You are at the bottom of the totem pole. You have to work your way up to achieving set goals. You're gonna get minor setbacks, but those will only allow you to achieve a major comeback if you stick with it. So instead of just blasting the common norm, the mundane, regular saying where you just gotta stay consistent, you just gotta put in effort, you just gotta be consistent in anything that you do so you can gain the success that you want to gain. It's so boring. And I think the fact that by everyone saying that, just stay consistent, it's kind of undervaluing the fact that consistency really is the key. But the word consistency has lost its value through time. So now I'm gonna challenge you with a different perspective, with a different saying. Just show up. Just show up and put 100% of effort into whatever you're doing. And I'll give you 3 reasons why you should. The first reason is because you don't know your own potential. You don't know your own potential. Why would you undervalue yourself when you don't know what you can achieve? Have you put the effort into achieving what you want to achieve? I mean, look at Elon Musk, look at Bill Gates, look at all of these, look at Jeff Bezos, look at all these multi-millionaires, these billionaires, just doing their thing. It wasn't easy for them. I'm pretty sure most of y'all have seen the movie The Social Network, and you've seen how Mark Zuckerberg, and I forget who his colleague was at the time, but you saw how they started from the bottom and then rose to the top. And now Mark Zuckerberg is one of the most important people in this world right now. Actually, one of the most trending people in the world right now. And it's all because he showed up and stuck with it. You don't know what you can achieve until you put the effort in whatever dream that you have so you can make it a reality. Us humans, we're capable of a lot of things, and it's mainly because we have the brain capacity to think about these ideas. Now we just have to take these ideas and actualize them. Take all these ideas that we're throwing out into the universe, take all these ideas that we're manifesting and actually put it in writing, and then put it into action, and at least try to make something happen. Because you never know what could happen. You could make something shake. You might hit a jackpot. You think the famous musicians that you listen to nowadays had it easy going up and blowing up with their fame? No. Chris Brown, he had to start from the bottom. Big Sean, my favorite rapper, he had to start from the bottom too. And just like many other artists, just like many other famous people you see nowadays, a lot of successful people you see nowadays, they all started from the bottom. They knew what they were worth. They knew their own potential and they chased after that success like a madman. You gotta be that madman. Even when it seems like it's not working out, even when it seems like all hope is lost, those who are able to keep going past that fact, forgoing all the limiting beliefs that any outside forces or even your internal voice is telling you, that's what's gonna set you apart. Think about creating the mental fortitude to not listen to those negative voices and just keep pushing. And make sure you're doing it with intention. You can't half-ass the grind. You gotta put 100% effort into it. And that's the only way you'll see progress in your endeavors. The second reason is that you have to do it for the people who do actually believe in you. Now, I know everyone's success story wants to be around the lines of like, no one believed in me. I had to do it on my own and make it out the gutter myself. I did it by my lonesome. I didn't need no handouts. I get it. It makes for a cool background story to be put as a documentary on Prime Video or Tubi or Netflix. But the truth of the matter is, everyone has at least one person who believes in them. Whether that be their mom, their dad, siblings, close friends, anyone. Now imagine if you're working towards a set goal and you don't see any success and you decide to give up because it's so stressful, it's so strenuous. You don't see a result right away and you just give up. And that person who was rooting for your success, finds out that you gave up on that goal. How would you feel? Actually, matter of fact, how would you think that person would feel? In my opinion, I think he would feel betrayed. You know, he trusted in the fact that you were going to be able to get something done. They put 100% of their trust and belief in you, and you took it, smushed it, and squandered it. All because you didn't want to continue the work. It was too hard. It was too strenuous. It hurt. In my opinion, if I found out one of my friends did that, gave up on a goal because it was too hard, I would understand if the goal didn't make any sense in their current situation and they switched to a new goal, they switched to a different trajectory. But just to flat out give up and go back to that mundane, boring life, I would just think you're a pussy. And I'll never be able to fully put my faith into someone who couldn't uphold their word, uphold their promise, to push through the pain. But it's understandable. It takes a different mindset. It takes a different heart to continue. But for most people, the motivation that they need is the fact that they have someone banking on them. The fact that they have someone that they need to provide for. Whether you have a family that you need to provide for, a pet that you need to provide for, a friend that low-key depends on you because you don't know if he's gonna make it or not, and you want to be able to take care of them. You potentially have people who have their faith in you. It is your priority. It's your obligation to not let them down. And most of the time, all you have to do is just show up. Sometimes waking up in the morning can be a tragic thing. Those contemplative, suicidal thoughts in the morning, it's a real thing. But as long as you're able to get past that in the morning and at least start with getting your feet on the cold floor, standing up, walking towards the bathroom, washing your face, getting yourself ready to start the day and head out that door, you're already one step into just throwing yourself in the fire and figuring out a way to make it work that same day. That's all that matters. You not giving up. You putting in the effort by getting out of your bed and knowing that someone is depending on you. That should be the will. That should be your fire, your motivating factor to keep going. Not letting the people who believe in you down, that should take you to a new height that you would never even expect. And the third reason is that what do you have to lose? Truthfully, what do you have to lose? Many of us think about a lifestyle we so desperately want. Living by the beach, chilling, having no absolute regard for any type of work that needs to be done. You're relaxed, you're done. No responsibilities whatsoever. Your life consists of waking up, sitting by the beach, enjoying the view of the water, watching the seagulls fly by, watching the sun go down, enjoying that beautiful, beautiful sunset, and then going back to your home. Or going back to your kids, going back to your family, and going and hang out with friends. That's a dream. That's a lifestyle that most people want to have. And that's something I believe that most people can have. It just doesn't seem feasible to them due to what's in front of them, due to what needs to be done to get to that level. A lot of us try to live our life vicariously through celebrities. Most of the people I know wake up to go find out what's going on in the latest Taylor Swift news or what's going on in the famous athlete department or who's hooking up with who. And I just think that's so weird because potentially that could be you if you wanted it to be. You're so focused on another person that you're forgetting your own priorities. You would literally die for another person even though that person doesn't know you. All because you're a fan. I was actually watching an IG reel the other day and this one guy asked another dude, if you could trade lives with any other famous person in the world, who would you trade lives with? And I believe he said something about I think he said LeBron James. And at that point, everyone's thinking oh yeah, I'll probably do Cristiano Ronaldo. I would do Michael Jordan. I would do Michael B. Jordan. What was so funny to me about that video was that the guy who asked that question, his response was, you're daydreaming about switching lives with another man. I'll say that again. You're daydreaming about switching lives with another man. And then he told him to lock in. I found that so hilarious because it's true. Most people are obsessed obsessed with another person's life and forget to focus on their own. And again, you can achieve that same potential or somewhere close to that same potential. You can't really consider it a waste of time given the fact that you wasted time thinking about another individual's life, focusing, watching videos on another person's life. Well, you could be elevating your own. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's what celebrities are for. That's how they make their money, and that's how we get entertained. But there's a fine line between admiration and obsession. And sometimes that obsession can lead you down a really dark, terrible path. Instead of thinking of a life that you could be living or living vicariously through other people, start doing that yourself. Start creating that life for you. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Do what works well for you. Everyone has different goals. Everyone has different purposes in life. I want to make YouTube videos to make others better with their social skills, life, all that. That's why I started this YouTube channel. And a lot of other people may have bigger goals than me or even smaller goals than me. But the truth of the matter is, those goals need to be attained if you want to gain happiness. Because if anything, it could potentially change your life, but it's not going to be easy. Trust me. And I think that's because life wants to make sure that you're emotionally, psychologically, mentally ready for this next chapter of life. That's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Comment down in the comment section below. If you like what you heard, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share to someone who needs to hear this. Don't forget to book a free call with me if you want to have a simple conversation and work on your social skills, completely for free. I'll put the link in the description below. Other than that, develop a prodigy mindset and tackle your problems with everything you got. All right, take care. Peace.